welcome to the show, fellas. Again, welcome to the show and happy Valentine's Day if you have a woman on your team. I feel sorry for you guys who still struggle. still don't have a female to even share Valentine's Day with. I'm going to lunch with mine. I'm going to dinner. I have someone that made me breakfast this morning. I don't know what to say about you guys who are still struggling. I mean, it must suck ass to get up on a Saturday morning, not have a woman to go to coffee with and sit out in the sunshine. It's a nice day out there, especially during the springtime. Spring is the best time to go to a coffee shop and sit outside because you can feel the smell of the air. You feel the plant or the trees growing and coming in, the plants around you. It's just almost magical, especially when you have someone to spend it with. When you don't, your life must be a fucking hell. I mean, it must be fucking hell for you guys without women. So, hopefully this year you'll solve that problem. Maybe not have a Valentine's, someone to spend Valentine's Day with. But today's actually a good day for you guys to go out to the clubs. Because the girls who are single, even though it's a weekday, the ones who are really desperate, they'll show up because they have no one to go dinner with. Think about it and use your head. You got to learn to start using your head in this game and out thinking everything. Women with no Valentine's Day, this is with no man, rather words, this is the loneliest day of their life. Or they have a man that's married or has a girlfriend. So they're looking for rebound or someone else to spend their life with. Great opportunities. How many of you guys thought of that? Very few. What's up, inflated ego? Hope your ego isn't inflated in the wrong direction. I was just talking about how bad it must be for you guys with no girls. One thing I used to love to do, especially when I lived downtown, was get up and walk to a coffee shop in the morning. Or to a breakfast place. That I would drive. But still, street parking was fine on Saturday mornings. Get up early enough. And go have something to eat. When you guys who are single and your buddy has girlfriends, all your buddies, when they go to the movies, you got to be that third wheel. That's got to suck. Jay Henry says, hey, Preem, I'm having a problem I want to build a boyfriend guy instead of the fuck now guy. Why would you ever want to do that, since my channel is about being the fuck now guy versus the boyfriend guy? He says, I mean they. Hey Preem, I'm having a problem they want to build a boyfriend guy. Well, obviously they're smelling a boyfriend in you. You're not giving off the right player type of vibes. If you're being overly nice, you get the boyfriend routine. If not, the friend zone. So you got to learn to harden yourself up a bit. Stop being so needy. Stop being so desperate. Don't be a shy guy. Yeah, I understood. He says they want. Yeah. So they're trying to turn you into a boyfriend guy, and that has advantages and disadvantages. Disadvantage, you got to wait for the pussy. As I talked about many years ago, I asked one of my single clients about that, and she had a track where there were guys she would fuck tonight, and there were guys she would string out for boyfriend. Okay, the bad boys, they got fucked that night because they're exciting. They're all I can say is exciting to be with, versus you plain boring guys. Well, maybe not boring, but you plain guys. They're more aggressive. Here, one thing that came up in a recent show, or it might have been on my site, but I don't know how you guys get into the whole dating thing and have trouble with girls coming to your house. Girls came to my house, knew what was going to happen. That's what they wanted. They want to come over so they can have sex. And my understanding is, the girls are a little bit looser nowadays than they were 10 years ago. I don't know why people think it was way back in the dinosaur ages, but this is I stopped clubbing in 2005. So, okay, this is 2017, 12 years ago. I have been to the clubs in the last 5 years, but the change in women really weren't that dramatic. Inflated ego. It's complete opposite for me. Girls want to fuck, but I prefer relationships. If you're a relationship guy, why are you here? Inflated ego. Jay Henry laughed my ass off. I feel you, ego. We all have our struggles. Makes me wonder what you're giving off that's making girls want to fuck now. Whatever it is, give some of that to Jay Henry. Because that's what he needs. Comments. Ace Ortiz. I'm in the same boat. This is under a different video. I got to take care of family. There are times when I think about moving out on my own, but then that would create financial issues for my family. Although I have a better job now as compared to last year, congratulations on that too, I still find myself craving more money. It's at the point where I need at least 50 to 70K a year to have everything good, everything going good. And I may have my own place and pay for my family to have their own place and still have cash to save or go on vacation with. I'm strongly considering going into law enforcement. Good thing I don't have any kids and a clean record. Damn good for that, man. Let's see. This is a hard one to give a comment on because I understand, you want to take care of your family. But comes a time where the word is disenabling. Like I did that with my ex-wife, and I finally made her get out and get a job. Now she's the director of the company she works for, and I was disenabling her. See, hey, it's a black guy. I kind of disagree with you about George Lopez and Arabs. I've been disrespected by Arabs and Asians every time I came into their store. Once I got banned for allegedly stealing from an Arab corner store along with my friends and cousins who are also black. We as blacks need to care more about our own. I agree with you on that. About our own and stop meddling in other people's affairs. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. We always talk about European slave trade, and I definitely know about the Arab slave trade. I know about the castration of black males and the raping of our women. We do need to have more discussions on that because they were, if not as bad, worse. And I believe it was their prophet Muhammad gave them orders to treat the blacks well. And his second-hand man was black. His right-hand man was a black guy. And what did they do? They enslaved us. So much for the Quran. Although that's not in the Quran, but so much for listening to what the Prophet said. Someone Arab is going to come back and try to argue, but hey, you guys fucked us over, man. But never mentioned Arab slave trade, which was much brutal. No offense, Supreme, just keeping it 100. No offense taken. One more thing, just because a person has 3% black doesn't mean they're black. According to white people, actually, that's according to white folks. Remember the one-drop rule? Like, for example, I work with an old guy. He's one of my clients. And he makes it known that he's 100% white and Northern European. His partner, young guy that he mentored, he is half white, half Portuguese. And one of his Portuguese grandfather was Puerto Rican. Now, we were talking about this yesterday. But I made sure that the old guy didn't hear that because he would start disrespecting him. Because, Puerto Rican is pretty much black because he was dark. If he's dark, then more than likely it was either Tango or Taino, Indian, and black. And he was considered the black sheep of their family. I guess the mom had sex with a black man. But when some white people know that, they tend to downgrade that white person. Even if they're dating, if it's a white woman dating a black man, they still get downgraded. But when you have black blood, according to white people, you got it one drop, you're considered non-white. 3%, and I did not mean to imply that 3% means they're black, because he's a Mexican. Most of the Mexicans, as I said, in Mexico, they are actually carrying African DNA, and almost everyone that I've seen on YouTube do their DNA, it came back black. I've yet to see one that hasn't come back black. Let me say that. There's a guy on YouTube named Spirit World who is a self-loathing biracial, really, who's mixed with white and black, but he denies his blackness. That's sad to hear. Of course, he wouldn't deny his white side, but goes out of his way to deny that he's black. Just my 2 cents. Excuse the book. Well, that's sad to hear. He has a whole white supremacy thing, but look at the condition of our race to understand why he's doing that. Look at the saggers and the dumbed down condition that the bottom end of our race is in. See, we always forget about the middle and the top. The middle and top, they're not in that condition, but it's the bottom. And that's what white society focuses on, all the ones at the bottom. Toothless ones, no teeth in their mouth, nappy hair. Let's go back to the current comments, see if there's a question. Or see if guys are just chatting with dudes. It's got to be lonely. You're so lonely that you got to chat with other dudes online. But let's see. Inflated Eagle says, because you speak the truth, as wise here. Jay Henry, yay, Supreme. This is coming from the online dating scene I'm in. What is? They like being with men, all that, and I don't understand what you're saying. I get compliments on my looks. They like snapping pics and sending it to friends. They do the he's cute. Who does? You're not saying dudes do that, are you? Thing and all, and want to continue dating. Oh, it's the girls, okay. But I'm trying to fuck. Okay, so it's girls. So when I lay it on the line, they're like, you're trying to move too fast. So it's online dating scene. Well, I move very slow compared to a lot of you guys out there. As I was trying to relay to one of the guys on my forum last night, I noticed that you guys' online conversations are just cheap and superficial. You don't delve nowhere into the girl's mind. You guys do it, keep it cheap and superficial, like you're afraid to get intimate with a woman online. And I go balls deep in my conversations. I show them flair and flavor. Especially when guys talk about, oh, I felt a connection. They like to use that word because I use it in mine. Let's see, inflated ego. I get that sometimes some girls been texting me to come to their house to fuck. I was like, nah, let's go on a date first. I don't even want to read that, man. Went on the date and never heard back from her. Well, you should have took it the fuck first. At least you got the fuck in. Instead, you spent your money. Obviously, you must have come off like a square. For some reason, you must look like a bad boy to them, or have some flavor to them, and then when they meet you, there's no flavor there. That's called bait and switch. But I don't know. I wasn't there. J. Henry is talking to him. And they're still talking. GMK, hello players. What's up, GMK? J. Henry, I come off as a novella poppy type. Smooth and shit. But fuck that. I'm trying. Well, add some roughness to you. so you can stop all the nonsense that's happening to you, man. Ace, I was on Facebook last night, saw a picture of an Italian girl with brown skin. I was surprised since all the ones I've seen in New York are all pale skin now. I know for when I travel the world. If you go back in time, they were not like that. They've done a lot of interbreeding. You'll see a combination of like Irish and Italian. All it takes is just one in the family to whitewash it, so to speak. Then that child grows up, marries within the Italian community, and pretty soon they're pretty fair-skinned. Go back to Italy. There are a lot of browns in Italy. Let's get into northern Italy, close to Germany. Sicilian, well melanated. Ace. You know, that was the wrong moves, saying he was gaming us. Supreme has good knowledge, and he tells you the way things are. If you don't like the game, then that is on you. He is not a scammer like guys who you see selling you story stacking techniques. You know, I had a dream about that last night. I can't remember what the whole details of it. Oh, because I think the fellow went and created a fake screen name and came in and tried to troll. That's why I had the dream. And it went right to the spam folder, and I deleted it last night. Kind of weird for me to have a dream about YouTube, though. Ace Ortiz. Good thing is that I wake up a lot all through the night. I haven't had a good night's sleep in about 7 years where I slept. Actually, it was a couple times where I slept the whole night, but it's been rare. Rare that I'll sleep the whole night, or even anything close to that. And when I slept the whole night, that means I was able to get at least 5 hours of sleep, because I wake up in the early morning also, because of the coughing crap going on. Ace. Every Monday, I've kept waking up feeling like sick, like I'm getting a cold. I kill it with orange juice and a pack of Halls. I think I keep getting it from this bachata event I go to on Sundays. More than likely, somebody in there is carrying the bug and you're able to beat it off. You have a young metabolism and you're young. Your energy is able to beat stuff off. My immune system has been beat down. Daniel Sean. I think people get butthurt because when you talk about weak men, it describes them perfectly, and they run off like wounded animals instead of facing. I appreciate the cold truth from you, Supreme. Thank you, Daniel. Represent us Americans. Now, I banned the Wolf Rain guy, but his thing was he went into politics, talking about we shouldn't be liberals. I'm liberal in some subjects and very conservative on others. Sorry to hear that. He says, man, my brother was killed and my girlfriend died in front of me. Wow. These pansy-ass kids nowadays need your help. Read more. You need a bigger platform. I'm not bullshitting. If you don't mind, you need to teach 500,000 people a day. We need to make it happen. Make males male again. That's from the Trump thing. Make America great again, yeah. And Wolf Rain comes in, represent us Americans, you're lying. Can anybody figure out what Wolf Rain is talking about? The guy didn't say anything. That's where they're saying you're lying. Is he talking about his brother was killed? His girlfriend died from him? Is that what he's talking about? That he's lying about? Who would make something like that up? Well, he's gone. Been banned. Old King Koopa, what's up? He's now Salty Peanut. Inflated Eagle says, you're right, Supreme, I have the look, but I'm the nerdiest guy you meet. And Jay Henry says that he's at work. That's why I'm chatting with guys online. Should you be focused on your work? What you getting paid to do? Logan Riga, hey playa, what workout routine do you recommend for a good chest? Okay, I'm gonna give you the best one that I know of that I've used. I never used the bar. Okay, the bar that's for ego dudes. If you truly want to grow your chest, listen to me. You got to start using dumbbells. Okay, dumbbells allow you to get a deeper stretch. The bar stops here. Dumbbells, you can pull it past that. The further you get a stretch, the more effective it's going to be. So, incline dumbbell bench press, go to failure. Incline flies, heavy, go to failure. Then do push-ups on the feet. Then drop to the knees when you can't do anymore. And squeeze every ounce of a rep out. Try 3 sets of that. Rest about a minute in between sets. 1 minute. I guarantee you your chest will be inflated for a couple days and it will grow. Como está?
Did kitties come in?
Yeah, the kitties came in. The front door open. It's actually a nice day for a change.
God, I bought this really cute
Jovina?
military jacket.
You did, huh?
I did. But it was $24 at the thrift store, so no. Is this for me?
That's for you.
Glasses. Sunglasses. Ooh, fancy schmancy, huh?
Salty peanut. Since then, I sort of simped. What? Okay, Salty's talking. Hey, player. So I was kicking it with this girl, and she'd been on my bullshit with me because I tried to get her to come to my place around New Year's. Then I sort of simped out on her, and she'd been giving me shit. What do you think I should do now? I'm at this point where I'm gonna just kick her to the curb. Okay, are you guys fucking? If you are not fucking, move on. I mean, you're talking about something that's going on since New Year's? That should have happened on New Year's? And you're still not fucking yet? Don't waste your time. And your player brain should tell you that. You're not fucking? Seriously? You're worried over a bitch that ain't putting out? That you've been around since New Year's? How do you guys do this? It's really incredulous, or let me use a small word. It's amazing to me. You guys talk to these girls for months and no sex. Nah, Supreme, I purchased your Shy Guy program. If you haven't gotten that, that's a good one to get. Nice little report with the audio file in it. I didn't know PayPal had a guest payment feature. I buy products through PayPal, but they're internet marketing products. Yeah, they sucker me. I go to the Warrior Forum and the ad sounds so good. I get suckered every now and then. And I get the product, and I was disappointed. The last one I bought, I paid $37 for. I haven't bought a product that expensive in 4 years. From Mario Brown, and he's a famous internet marketer. I was there when he got started. I was talking to him when he first got started, in fact, because he's biracial, German and black, and he's living in Florida. And now he's gotten, grown really famous. If I'd got into that market, I could have been so much ahead of the game now. Fuck. I should have switched to making products for internet marketers. But anyways, I thought it was about creating membership platforms on Facebook. and you get to see his swipe file, everything that he does. But it didn't have everything that I wanted. It was really just this. Look what I did. Look what I did. Look what I did. Which doesn't apply to my niche. And of course, he's in internet marketing. Salty Peanut. He sort of got a bit of a history prior. He sort of got a bit of history prior to dating. Or we. Any fucking? If you weren't fucking, I don't know what you're doing. You're doing some kind of datey shit. And that's not my path, man. I cannot advise you on that. I can't even give you a consultation on that one, man. Two balls, one man. I'm pursuing a film making career. Good. Should I delete my social media accounts to avoid future drama? Depends on what's on it. If it's just you, I see no problem with that. See, because I did this, I can never run for like a government office. They'll find out about this channel. And I've thought of that. If I can't do certain things because I came out to help you guys. Because this is considered a very seedy market to be in. Very seedy. In fact, when I talk to other YouTubers, I now use a different channel to talk to them. Reinhold asked me if I'm still in metaphysics. I will be in the metaphysics till the day I die and answer your question. In fact, that's why I'm trying to get out there on the road, because it's time for my spiritual journey, as I've tried to talk about. That's why I bought the camper shell on my truck, so that I can take off next fall and spend time doing that last chakra, which is the last phase of my life. And that's why I've been feeling this community and this spirituality, this community of guys who are being players, who want to play women, cause pain, fuck them over, spiritual, being a spiritual light, helping others. It's a little bit hard sometimes. So that's why, you got to get my information while I've got it. Two balls, one man. Sometimes I post about truth, about women and history. You might want to delete all that stuff. If you when you get close to actually making films, don't do it now. You don't need to do it now because nobody knows who you are. But when you get close to start, then you might want to go back and just delete the whole thing. Create a new one. Salty Peanut, hey Supreme, how can I start to get into metaphysics, especially for me being 28 in my life? Start reading books. You should go to Yosemite. Probably will. So Tenure says. What are you going to make your films on? There are two balls. I feel funny saying that name too, by the way, brother.
Yeah.
Can we call you two nuts?
Just as bad.
Yeah, just bad. Got a question. If my balls are on your chin, then where's my dick?
Oh, God.
Such gross imagery words to describe something that should be natural. Anything low budget with a captivating story. Hey, a lot of people started low budget films. Could have gotten more low budget than the one I was in, which they didn't even release. It was really just became a tax write-off for the black dude in Oakland who was financing it. If you're watching The Quad, the scene where the teacher goes to the strip club to beg money from that biracial dude, that's the kind of guy, only he was like a regular black guy, but that's the kind of guy that was financing this one film I was in. Actually, lower than that. That goes high class version. In fact, he didn't pay my boy for his last week of work. He skipped town. But I got to meet Joe Torre. Didn't like the fool. He kept talking shit to me. He's threatened by anybody taller than him and black. That's one of the things about brothers, man. We've got the worst egos out there, two balls, when we get around each other. Or the short guys, no offense to anybody short, but short black men, they've got some of the worst egos out there. That's what I've noticed. Now, Jovina, you saw that guy that I'm renting, his gym that I'm renting, glaring at us yesterday, correct?
The guy from the gym?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just glaring.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
Like,
and I've seen his training. He's not that exciting of a trainer. He does little bits and pieces. And I do the entire body. So I can see why he might have some issues because his clients are watching what we do. And one of his clients yesterday was just smiling at what we were doing, and she was all friendly and shit. I think she liked my workouts. I came in early one day, and he was having one of his clients do one of my exercises, which is walking lunges. I've never seen him do those. Easy. If you pay attention to anything to do with this game, walking lunges are very effective. Finishing tool for working the buns and getting some striations in the thighs. That's what they're good for. Not as the first exercise, but as one of your last exercises. One of the things I learned is that if you're trying to get your girl to build a butt or a woman to build a butt, you want to do things in the right order so that lunges, the shaper for the buns, will occur after you exhaust the thighs. If the thighs are too strong, then the thighs get the most of the work on the lunges. They end up with sore legs instead of the ass where you want it to work. Let's get back to comments, I guess. A dose of reality under my camper shell. It looks cool. I bet you could store a ton of camping stuff in a truck that size, but Supreme, if the house is making you sick, you have to split from that area. All that mold in the atmosphere is breaking your body down. You should leave. Exactly. That's my goal, is to, when the time comes where, summertime, I have no problems. Spring, no problems. It's during the winter because we turn the heater on. Summertime, when we turn the air on also. But that's my goal. And also to begin my spiritual journey. Logan Riga, that blasted house has been fucking you up for too long. Get out of there. And don't look back. You hear that, Jovina? This is your year, player.
Hey, it's my what?
My year. Not your year. Nobody said anything about you. It's not about you. It's about me. And I know if I do keep staying there, I'm going to be dead. Although we had the whole thing cleaned out, but I'm still getting sick. Gotta make sure it's not coming from the diet, though. Because I've been just in between on my diet function. Like today, we're going to go down to have some lunch at an eatery downtown. Player Supreme, I think you should try some of Dr. Sebi's herbal products. I like Dr. Sebi. There are also many videos of him on YouTube and people. I like Dr. Africa also, their music man. Yeah, letting go of meat, especially red meat. I'm down to just chicken and fish. And I've gotten so tired of fish that I, as my mother says, fish, that I have it like once every 2 weeks. So I'll have chicken and boiled eggs. As I believe I'm actually allergic to boiled eggs, though. I have a small allergy to boiled eggs. I may have to take that back out of my diet, but I got to go back to when I was fully on my eating program. My my wheezing, like it's not here today. I just have some congestion there. But, and I've been on the path. So when I'm coughing up, it's really congealed phlegm that's in the lungs, still left over in the lungs.
Ooh, phlegm.
Phlegm. Hey, your language has some phlegm.
A.K. phlegm.
Larry Webb. Supreme, what's your thoughts of all the young people van dwelling? I love it, Larry. I'm a great fan of the whole market, and I follow a lot of their videos. I follow Cheap RV Living, Adventure Van Man, Enigmatic Nomadics, both of his channels. In fact, when I get out there, I'm going to try to meet up with Jamie, and we're going to work out, do a video workout together. Because he actually has his dumbbells out there. We're looking at some 25s, and he does push-ups. I'm not sure what else he does. He said he's going to record a workout video. And since I'm a professional at this, I can help guide him to better form. Like I was watching his push-ups, and he wasn't getting the full stretch on his push-ups with some push-up handles. By the way, when you use push-up handles, the advantage of those is get your chest to the ground so that your arms are like this. Get that stretch. Again, just like the bench press, you've got to get that stretch if you want to grow a big chest. Anything up here is just shoulders and triceps. Same thing with the bench. You bring it just halfway down. All you're working is your shoulders and triceps. You see a lot of guys with these huge delts and a flat chest. That's the people that don't bring it all the way down. They don't know how to focus on their chest muscle. So he continues. I mean, there's a lot of young people that are hurting financially, and so they isolate themselves from the dating world, looking after only their own needs. They don't really even pursue women in that they're busy surviving or making their own lives better. Would you consider them weak? Men, looks like you're going to have an adventurous life ahead of you. Have fun. So I consider some of them weak. I consider anybody that bails out on society. I'm not a fan of that because you can still, and the leader of the group says it's about freedom. But during that freedom, you should be able to find a way to earn money. I saw an advertisement for some guy, internet marketing dude, that talked about how he was homeless at one time and living in a garage. And as he's walking through this big, fancy, nice house. A lot of people that do that are actually old on retirement and stuff like that. But the young ones out there, they can still achieve a modicum of success in their lives by, doing other things, starting part-time businesses. They can go online, become internet marketers. They can do affiliate marketing. They can create their own products. Many of them are trying to rely on YouTube. That's the way they want to build their channels. One girl that I also follow, Carolyn's RV Life, she got over $20,000 subscribers within 1 month. And then she wrote a book about how she did it. And I watched her do it. I saw her first video. She's kind of popped up. And I've been watching her ever since. And I've communicated with her. That's why I created my other account with just a simple name on it. Jay, congrats. Do you sleep inside the bed of the truck? Actually, the other night I put a carpet down and I have a mattress that I bought from Walmart. I put that down. I put my sleeping bag on top of it. And I was going to sleep out there, but it was just too damn cold and I was coughing too much. I have to wait till the cough goes away before I start sleeping. I used to sleep in the bed of the truck during spring and summertime without a camper shell on it. I woke up one night and I think I talked about this. Some gang members were after some guy. And the guy had hopped over Jovina's car and was peeking. I peeked my head up and I saw his back. He was peeking over Jovina's car. And I saw his car come around very slowly around our corner. as they were looking for this dude. I kept very quiet. And I just put my head back down. It's lucky I didn't keep it up too long because they would have shot me thinking I was him. I didn't think about that till later on. So I decided I better start sleeping with a shotgun, and that's when I stopped. I went out there like maybe 2 other times after that. James Hudson, I almost bought a diesel pickup recently off Craigslist, but it seemed to be a scam. Says good luck. Thank you, James. Okay. Depeche retracted his comment. Blake Marks, thank you for your contributions to the real men out here. Peace. I'm trying to get men as close to being more like the old archetype of men as possible. Many of you may not reach the level of real men, because real man really does have his own space. I don't care what the situation is. So a real man knows how to go out there and provide for himself in a manner that will be comfortable, more than comfortable for him. Basically, he creates his own space, though. And that's the defining factor where many guys stop watching my channel because they realize I live at home with my mommy and daddy and I don't want to leave. But think about it. Can you see a real man living at home with his mommy and daddy? Ace Ortiz, he's taking care of his family. And he's on his path. He's on his way. So the goal is to get as close to that as possible. Some of us have some extenuating circumstances that will prevent us from reaching that pinnacle. When you have your own place, you'll know what I'm talking about. You can talk to Aries, because I was there when he got his first place, because he had roommates, and he got his own place, his own spot. And he described what it was like waking up. I experienced that when I was 28. When I first got my own place, and I had a mattress on the floor, and I could smell mice. I've been around mice. I used to keep white mice. I could always smell their urine and stuff. I could smell mice. It was an old apartment downtown on P Street, I believe. No, P goes, so it was on Q Street, because Q comes up, I believe. Anyways, I didn't have any furniture, and I lived on. I had gotten a skillet from my ex-wife, extra skillet she had, and some dishes, and I used to make cheese toast. What you do is you get butter. Try this out, but it's very fattening. Take a slice of cheese, put it between two pieces of bread, butter the skillet, brown it on both sides, cut it into squares like I do, and then put syrup on top. Don't say it sounds nasty. Try it. You'll be addicted. Women fucking love it. Because women love cheese and they love sweet. You may not think the combination of the two go together because you guys used to eating grilled cheese, but try my method. I learned it from my mom in Japan. She had this Japanese maid that would come in because she went to work, and she would come in and clean like once a week. And now I'm thinking about it, the way she pays people, she must have been totally underpaying that woman. But anyway, she made it. You Jelly, what's up? He says, oh, sir, I had the same shit. Congealed phlegm was so thick, it limited my breathing. But I noticed since I have a solid bed to sleep on, my sleep apnea isn't inflaming my pathway. Supreme. Oh, man, I've been seeing cooking shows putting globs of butter on their cheeseburgers. Oh, yeah. I think that's what they do at restaurants, is they put butter on the buns. Supreme, how do you make your butter burger? I don't make butter burgers. I've never used butter on a burger. Lorenzo Jacobs. I have a lady that seems to be a be a person that attracts bad luck in her life. I think that her luck is rubbing off on me. Is there such a thing? Put me on some game. Yeah, I believe there is. Some people have whose energy is so negative, so turned to doom and gloom. That's all they attract. What you have inside is what you're going to put out. That's what she's putting out. The only way to get rid of that, Jacob, is to have her clean herself out and reprogram her to more positiveness. You are starting to take on some of that now. You are turning your energy so that, or your thoughts, if you look inside your head, you see that you're starting to have thoughts of lack or, worry about something blowing up on you or going wrong. And pretty soon it does. You jelly. By the way, the fellow asked me if I'm ever going to continue with metaphysics. I'm kind of living my life metaphysically. Like as I said, I'm getting ready to do my spiritual journey. Every man has got to go for that at one point in their lives, at least if you want a complete life. I've developed all of my chakras, not in the right order, so that's why I advise you do them in the right order. I'm only just now going to be connected to my roots this August when I drive back to Georgia to meet my dad's family. But I've connected to the roots of being African now. That also helps. And also, I've done grounding exercise to ground metaphysically to the earth and to allow energy to flow up to my chakras. And the place that's not, the next place to go is the final one, spiritual. If you look at numerology, I did my name and I'm at the number 9, which is the last one you can go to. So it all fits. You jelly, supreme. Whoop. Mint grilled cheese. You were talking about. How do you make your... Okay. Put butter in the skillet. Heat it up. Take 2 pieces of bread. Put some cheese in it. Put it in the skillet. Brown on both sides. Soaking up the butter until the cheese melted. Take it out. Cut it in. I like to cut it into squares. My dad taught me how to cut pancakes. He always made sure, he cut his pancakes into squares. And that's what I always do. I never eat pancakes by just slopping it with a fork. So I cut everything up in nice, neat, even squares. Put syrup on top so it runs in between the slices. And eat. Try it today, you jelly. And tell me about it tomorrow. Because I'll probably do another show tomorrow. Jovina's got the whole week off. We're not going anywhere. No Janeiro. Or Janeiro, if you want to use Spanish. Supreme. Yeah, okay, that's done. Oh, God. Babo Khan came in to spam the channel. He's probably in the spam folder. Let's see. No, he didn't make the spam folder. Well, we'll take care of that. Then they always say Google search. I'm going to put that into my spam folder. So if they type the words Google search, that's obviously a spammer. Let's see. I think it's Creator Studio. And I think it's under channel. No. Not in the channel. Wait a minute. Advanced. Channel keywords. Cool. Damn, I can't remember where this section is. Should be somewhere in the channel though. Feature content, upload defaults. Maybe that's it. Nope. I need to brand this channel also. I need a little intro video again. Community? Community settings. I think that's the one. If you ever want to, yeah, I believe this is it. Because I've got all the blocked people here. So, right below all the people that are blocked, you have a one that says blocked words. So if you say nigger, nigga, ass, asshole, fuck, fucker, fake, faker, liar, Trump, Hillary, both of them, fuck, dumb fuck, idiot, dummy, stupid, and now Google search, you go to the spam folder where you get blocked. Okay, so let's go ahead and block this anime avatar dude. I can't stand guys that use an anime as their avatar, and this is one of those feminine anime characters. The little tiny chin and the hair and the big eyes, purple hair and purple eyes. Anime has gotten a lot of control over males' minds. It's totally feminized. On my channel or on my website, I posted a video of a guy with feminine arms. He was standing like with his arms like this, and then gesturing. Totally feminine with his arms to the side, out to the side from his hips like that, and then hands forward like that. Skinny guy. Totally feminized, and he was older, probably in his 30s. Just straight up bitch assness. Okay, now let's delete Bobo Khan's comment. Done. Awesome food guy. People should use law of attraction in their entire life, not just dating. I agree. Why am I not more successful? Because I vacillate on this community. How come such wonderful enlightenment of this video gets so little views? Supreme, I'm on day 3 of your 30-day program, and wow, so much stuff resonates with me. Thanks for your effort. You're welcome, Solly Bean Devon. A lot of guys won't go through that, by the way, Solly. A lot of guys, they just want some ass. My 30-day program is on my site. Strider Chip, Zen Mac, please do an episode on building self-esteem. I've already done that to death. Self-confidence. I'll get my program. I'm glad I have these programs. Now I just refer you to that. Because one episode ain't going to do it. Loving yourself unconditionally and being hard on yourself, aka disciplining yourself, not by pushing yourself. Okay. Start with my program, Strider. I am here to answer questions, but not. Do you know how long that would be a program that would sell on its own for me to do as a video program. Very deep video. Thanks, Supreme, no doubt. This is under one of my videos, Energy and Vibration, using Law of Attraction and Dating. Old video. Glad people are still finding the old stuff. Panini, happy Valentine's Day, he says. I am editing video footage for upcoming football documentary. It's hard work, but I'm enjoying it. Good, man. Supreme, laughed my ass off. It's about time to break my fast for today, eating that. How long are you fasting for, you jelly? Supreme, I finally finished my Rich Dad, Poor Dad audiobook. I plan to go back to Toastmaster next week. Fantastic, man. Stay with it, too. because it's also a community where you get to socialize with people. I wish I had not have quit. I was kind of disappointed in the organization. The organization, they're Toastmaster geeks. And one of the guys warned me about that was in there. And I finally came to understand what they were talking about. But the one I was at, Jovina's, met on Wednesday, and it was ran by this woman. She couldn't even make it on fucking time. I was doing a competition for them, leading the competition. She didn't even show up on time. In fact, we couldn't even do the fucking competition because she didn't even show up. And she only had to walk 10 minutes from her office to get there. And we finally just said enough. It was after the competition and dealing with that shit. We met at a restaurant at Denny's in downtown Sacramento off of J Street. And for me to drive there during rush hour traffic, people trying to escape out of downtown, it was a lot. And she didn't take that into account. She didn't respect club. I was the club promoter. I was supposed to promote the club. And I couldn't promote it when she wasn't doing her job. I don't promote things I think are bad. Okay? If I say, go get this product, my reputation is online. Supreme, why don't you sell your ebooks on Amazon? You reach a lot of people that way. You're right, Reinhold. And I should be. I actually have a program to teach me how to do that. I have one book, the first book I ever wrote, which don't buy it. See, I just gave you guys a recommendation. How to Conquer Your Fear of Beautiful Women. No, just take the fear program. Anyways, it's actually a a paperback copy. Lawrence Jacobs. Yes, exactly. So cleansing myself, mind, body, and soul helps me. But how do I assist? Hold on. How do I assist her? See, Lawrence, you're kind of old to be looking like an old man. I mean, you're kind of young to be looking like an old man. You got my grandfather's style hat on. Fedoras are not made for everybody. I've never seen anybody look cool in a fedora, ever. Usually, they're clown act guys. Big grinning types. Like to, get a laugh and shit. But, except the old generation. They got to wear the fedoras or their hats. They look cool in them. But continuing, you can't beat Captain Save-A-Hole. But what you want to do is call her attention to what she's doing. And also make her aware of how it's affecting your life. How her energy is fucking up your flow. Okay? How long should I wait for her awakening? She may never awaken. You need to go find someone that is awakened. When you find people that are metaphysical, I love that community. I love the people in it. They're genuine, caring human beings. And they're aware of that stuff. I would like to get my girlfriend into it. Supreme, anime is fucking creepy and effeminate. Effeminate, Eugenia says. I agree. The new anime, it is fucking just feminine beyond fuck. There was a fellow on here, Books. He was a promoter of it. And here's the thing, fellas. If you're listening to me, then obviously you have some kind of problems going on in your dating life, right? So if I said, first thing you want to do is get rid of your anime, wouldn't you do that? If the guy that conquered women, there was a shy dude, and became to own, and I mean, when I say own, I mean own, like slave, and rule women, wouldn't you listen to what I had to say? That's just on the air of manhood. If I'm trying to teach you how to be a real man. If I said, you got to get rid of your anime, would you not do that if you're trying to become a real man? The problem is, a lot of guys that come here, they just come here for entertainment. And that's one of my pet peeves about my channel, is your YouTube watchers. This guy, I like to listen to what he says, but you don't apply shit. Then the mix and matchers is that RT guy who's not here today. who's also a black PUA. I'm serious, a black PUA. Go Punch. I'm 29. A friend works at a club on Tuesdays and asked me to come check it out. The club here is 18 and up night. There are some 21. And he's 29. Oh, that's kind of... And up women there. But most 19 and 20-year-olds. Any thoughts? Go to an adult club. I never liked going to the 18 up clubs. Back then I was in my 40s. And I didn't like that. I'm not trying to meet an 18-year-old. I know you're within 10 years. But you're going to feel old. They're going to see... You're going to show them your ID, your age, and all that stuff. And they're going to call you an old fuck. Wonder what the fuck you doing there. Especially if you look your age. Go to an adult club. Your friend works there, but say, hey, man, that's not my market. There's no benefit to me going there. You know, I'm 29. I'm not looking for kitties. Rima, what's up? Supreme, what's good? Where the candy at? I have no candy. What's your website info? Lorenzo asks. Okay, if you look below this video, Jovina, come here. What's up? How you doing?
Oh, pretty good.
Come on in.
I thought I'd let you know I just saw Taz out on my back patio. So.
Oh, he is, huh? Okay. Well, he came in.
He came home
this morning.
last night.
Did he?
Yeah,
Late,
yeah.
But he came home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him. I guess he sleeps on the side of your house there. There's like that metal thing that's laying against the fence. I think that's this little cave in there.
Yeah.
It covers him from the elements and all of that.
Right.
So.
So, hey, I'm cool with it.
I don't have no problem with it. So.
Good, yeah. I guess you're
He
his.
used to like you, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to where he'll let me pet him and everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good.
Yeah.
So.
He's pretty friendly. He's not.
So you're the reason why he doesn't come home.
Yeah.
Hey, I think it's great.
We made
Yeah.
a friend.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But I
So if it's not causing any harm, no problem for me. Because he loves your house.
Oh, yeah. He loves that yard.
Oh, yeah. There's stuff to hunt back there, I guess.
Well, seems how I have problems doing yard work and everything
Mm-hmm.
with my breathing.
You got breathing problems too?
Yeah, I got that COPD.
Oh, wow.
And didn't I had a left lung that collapsed completely.
Are you kidding?
No,
Whoa.
it went just completely flat, and they put a tube in and had to suck all the air out of the
Holy
chest
shit.
cavity, so my lung inflated again.
Oh, no.
Wow. What did it feel like? Because you only have one lung to breathe from. It hurt?
It hurt.
Hurt
Plus
like hell,
you
too.
have a shortness of breath.
Yeah, shortness of breath, yeah.
You take real deep breaths, trying to get it.
Yeah, trying to get some oxygen. Wow, man.
But,
Oh, her brother wanted to come over and mow the front, if you don't mind.
oh, yeah. I'll have to unlock the gate.
Yeah. Okay, I'll tell him.
So we'll let him know he can just
Yeah.
come knock. And, yeah.
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 Yeah. But the cats love the front yard because of all that grass in there. There's probably some bugs they can hunt.
Looks like.
Oh, this? Well, that's why he likes it back there because.
Backyard's getting like this.
Oh,
My son's supposed to come down when the weather clears up a little bit
Yeah.
and take care of it.
Mhm.
And every time he decides to come down, something goes haywire.
Hey.
And then the weather's
We're here,
off and
so we can
all,
take care of
so
it.
you never know what you can
Yeah.
get, so.
Yeah. Looks like there's some flowers blooming
Oh yeah.
in the front. But he was saying all of his cats love going over there because remember cats love to go through grass and it's like they're stalking. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the cat's just like a tiger or a lion.
Yeah. The same
out in
creature.
wild.
Yeah. Same family.
So
We have the most wild one, of course, obviously.
Taz. Yeah.
Taz, he just goes out there and lays in the grass for a while, and then he'll come up and curl up on the pad coming in. The
Really?
walking pad by the back door.
Yeah.
He'll
Oh.
curl up there and he'll just lay there and look around.
He feels at home, doesn't
You know, I used to lay in the back of my truck and he would come over and we both sit there and watch the sunrise I never seen an animal watch the sunrise, take an interest in the,
You could get on
the
top of
sunrise.
the
Yeah,
truck and
he's sitting on top, and I'm laying in the bed of my truck, and it was amazing.
I'm one of them people that animals are human. If you talk to them and everything, they say, no, they don't know what you're talking about.
My grandmother used to do that too. She used to talk to all
I
of
think
the
there are
cats
more
all
than we
around.
think. Yeah, way more. Because I've seen the behaviors, and I'm telling people there's more to these cats and animals than you think.
Oh, you better
They're
believe
very
it.
smart. They're
And
really,
if you
really
pay
smart.
attention to animals and everything, you can spot when something's wrong.
Yeah.
Because they'll be laying in the house by you or somewhere, and all of a sudden you see them, and their head just move a little bit, or their ears stand up.
Yep. Perk up. Yep. The fat one does that. Like he was really agitated last night. He
Our
was
yellow one.
sitting right here, and he running in and running out because we had the door open waiting for Taz to come home, and he was extremely agitated about something. I don't know what's going on. They have a new dog that just moved in. You hear that
There was a lot,
howler?
There
Yeah.
was a lot of barking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All night long,
I
howling,
think that was
barking.
the reason, but I don't know.
I go out at 3 a.m, try to call Taz, and I get the howling, and
Oh, man. I know I hear him all the time.
yeah.
So,
I'm not sure. I think it's not this house, but the one next to it that's got it.
yeah, the one.
They've got. I guess they got rid of their shepherds that they were in the back in the grow house here. They're growing all that weed.
Yeah, I guess you
Yeah.
know about that.
Yeah. Well, when
I saw the guys
that broke in.
that broke into that house,
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
and I was standing at, excuse me, I was standing at the window.
Oh, so you saw through.
And you
the
saw him
window.
kick the door down.
I saw the two guys, because I heard a noise out front. And I
Yeah.
thought, well,
Yeah.
And I seen them walking down the street here.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, when they got up by the house, one of them took and split off and come down between the houses, and the other one went around to the front by the front door, and he was standing there, and he just standing
The
there looking
lookout.
at the corner of the house.
Yeah.
The other one come up to the power box.
And he cut the power box off.
Hit
Wow.
the switch. The guy by the front door took and raised his foot,
Kicked it.
kicked that deadbolt,
Oh,
busted that door open.
I wonder how they knew because I didn't even know.
I was on the phone. 911.
Yeah. Yeah, they got here. Yeah, but they were already
Police
gone.
came out. The guys came running out of the house. I gave the description to the guy, the cops, and I told them when they came out, it looked like they had a small Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And then I seen a laptop.
Yeah.
Laptop.
Oh, really?
And
They
I
got
told
that too.
God that it was a HP
Mm-hmm.
laptop.
Mm-hmm.
And cop looked at me and he said, by any chance, he said, you didn't get the serial number, did you? And I looked at him
No,
and
not close enough.
my eyes ain't that good.
How'd you know it was HP though?
Because of the logo.
Oh, you saw the logo. Yeah. Okay.
On the front.
You do have good eyes. Plus, you also paid attention to detail.
Oh,
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and anyway, the cop came over after things settled down.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me, he said, I'm sure glad you called us. He said, did you know that there's 100 marijuana plants in there? And I looked at him, I said, I beg your pardon?
100. Wow.
He said, yeah, he said, they had 100 plants in there.
Is that within their? I guess they're supposed to be illegal. They're a legal grow house, so I guess.
I don't know.
That's what we were told anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah. But what's amazing is the tenants before doing the same thing, and they're Asian. They're part of the Chinese mafia, I guess, or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They buy these houses. And they put grow houses in
I
them.
keep my nose in my business.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't talk to them. I don't want to. Well, they don't talk to us
Well, they're
anyway.
not very friendly anyway. So
Well, the guy doesn't speak English. He only speaks Chinese
Yeah,
or
he's.
whatever.
He had somebody translate one time for us for something.
We were looking for Taz. We thought he was up in the
Yeah,
tree.
the dogs were looking up the tree and barking like crazy. We thought one of the cats might be stuck up the tree, you know.
That was back when he was a kid and he was exploring everything.
Yeah, he was.
I was shocked because about 4 days after the event happened,
Mm-hmm.
the lady didn't speak that good
Yeah.
English either. And she came over to the house,
Thank you.
knocking at the door,
Mm-hmm.
and And I looked, I thought somebody come up to sell something.
Oh, yeah.
She had this stuff in her hand. She had
Oh.
a big old flat of those Washington red apples
Really?
Wow.
and everything.
Well, how nice.
A big container about that tall that had 3 layers.
Mm-hmm.
There was about this tall and about so big around. All chocolate candy.
Oh, geez.
Wow. You made out.
And I thought, oh. And I'm not supposed to eat.
You into a chocolate coma?
Ah.
Boy.
And you can't eat sweets? Hey,
Yeah.
you could have shared.
I ended up sharing. I get part of it.
I give
to
it-
my daughter.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Was that your daughter that was there last night and,
Yeah.
and your grandson? Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, one of my grandsons.
One of them.
How many do you have?
15 grandkids.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, well, I've got 6.
Great-grand.
Oh, you have great grands too? Huh?
Yeah, I have 5 great-grand.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, where are you from? You're a Sacramento person?
Oh, yeah.
You were born here?
Born and raised.
Oh, you're a rarity. Yeah.
You better believe it.
So you've seen the changes in Sacramento since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling one of the kids that I know about this area out here. Because when I was growing up, I
It's
used
fields.
to go out in the morning and saddle up the horse
Wow.
and had my lunch in my saddlebag,
Yeah.
get my rifle and put it in the boot, and I'd ride all this area here, hunting jackrabbits and pheasants.
Oh,
Wow.
really? Wow.
Wow. What year were you born?
Yeah, 43.
1943? Okay. That's around my mom's. So you're late 70s? Yeah.
I'll be 74 this year.
Oh, 74. Okay. How old's your dad? Isn't your dad 70?
76.
76? Okay. Wow. Interesting. You're pretty healthy, though.
Well,
Except for your illness. You haven't gained weight.
Yeah. It takes a toll. It takes a toll.
Yeah.
Everything like that.
It's amazing you used to get on your horse and ride this area. I've seen the changes, too, because I've been there since 71. And I used to, I started driving. I used to drive all over the place. And what used to be fields, like Elk Grove, was all fields.
oh yeah.
Yeah. And then they built the first houses out there. And, yeah.
I took, and you know where Walmart's at? Right there?
Yeah.
On Elk Grove in 99?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, 99 used to be a 2-lane road.
Right, yeah.
And it went
Yeah.
all the way from Sacramento all the way to Stockton.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 2-lane road. And right before you get to Stockton, or get to Walmart going south,
Mm-hmm.
we were one of the first houses that they built out there. And we moved over there when I was 5 years old. We had 5 acres.
What'd you
6
do?
horses.
Did you guys have a mini farm?
Yeah, a little farm.
Yeah. What'd you guys grow?
Horses.
Oh, just horses. Okay. Okay.
You raised horses.
Yeah.
We had a small garden, and one of our neighbors had a big garden.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to go over and help him in his garden, irrigating and everything. And we'd get free fruit and everything from him.
Well, hey, bonus. Yeah.
Yeah, really. A lot of Jovians people bought property out there. They're doing a lot of farming. The Portuguese. Yeah, they're big into dairy and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Well, in Oak Grove, there's
used
still a lot
to
of
take and go over to one of the guys' farms and everything, move his cattle
Mm-hmm.
on horseback and drive the cattle about 10 miles away and pasture them over into another area where it
Jesus.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
What was
You
that
have to do it
TV
on
show?
horseback.
Move 'em up, move 'em out,
Yeah.
rawhide.
Yeah.
You could have been on that show, man.
Oh, it was something else. You worked all day
Yeah.
and everything, and then in the evening,
Mm-hmm.
before we head for home after moving them, we'd have a big campfire.
Oh man, that sounds
And
cool.
everybody would sit around the campfire and
Yeah.
have beer and whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the life I want to live. Yeah. That's why I bought the camper shell so I can go camping again.
It was nice. I loved it.
Oh,
Those
I
were
bet.
the days, right?
I'll bet.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, I thought I'd run over.
Okay,
No,
alright.
we're past that, just in case.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I guess he loves it over there, so
Oh, yeah.
As long
I'm
as
glad you like him.
As long as you don't mind
Oh, no.
having him around, then
Yeah.
we figured he was. I mean,
Well, he always runs to your house. He doesn't really watch where, because I followed him up there, and he'll go to the side, and then he'll see me. He'll come back, and you don't even know where he's actually staying, so he's secretive about it.
I don't think he just doesn't want to know where his hiding place is.
Yeah.
Just about every time I get ready to go someplace like now,
Yeah.
when I came out through the garage, I'd stop halfway through the garage and I'd go this way and look under
Let the car see if he's there. Yeah.
Yes, sometimes
He always likes to lay on your
garage,
driveway
yeah.
in the sun. Yeah.
So
Once I see him even on top of your truck, but that's only once.
I'll walk out there.
Mhm.
And if he's under the truck, I'll walk out and I'll stop and I'll bend down. And, okay, buddy, I'm getting ready to leave. Come on.
Uh-huh.
Get out from under there. I don't want to run over you.
Yeah, we have the same problem here because my brother has a lot of cats. So when we're leaving the driveway, we always have to kind of look because sometimes they like
Yeah.
camping underneath,
Oh,
right
yeah.
underneath the cars. So, but as soon as they hear you turn
Yeah, they start
you know,
moving. Except for our
The
fat
noise.
cat. He refused to move sometimes.
Oh.
Like we're trying to pull in, he'll just sit there and look
he's
at us.
real slow.
No, he's just
So he does it
stubborn.
on purpose.
He was sitting in the corner of my yard one time,
Uh-huh.
the yellow one,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's ours, yeah.
and I started talking to him. And
He talks back.
and he just sat there and looked at me as if to say, "That's close enough." Yeah. Okay.
If you talk to him, he'll start talking back to you.
He
He
doesn't
start.
like being held or
No.
or pet very much. The older one.
Well, I found him. He was someone had abandoned him, and he was on the porch, and I put out a towel for him one time. And then after that, he thought this was his house, so we just
And
took
then
him in.
He got hurt and was hiding in the bushes
Yeah.
for a couple of days.
Yeah. So
Before the wife passed away and everything, she used to take and put a bowl of food out
Food.
for Taz.
For Taz?
That's what got him into the habit of going over there.
yeah, that's why he got so fat too.
He is chunky.
Oh, have you picked him up lately? He's huge.
Yeah, I know. He's getting
Yeah, he's almost fat as the fat cat.
Oh, boy.
And the two of them like to wrestle, and when they're in the house, so the fat cat still beats him because he's the older brother.
Wow.
He's old.
But yeah, they play.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
next time, bud.
You have a good day.
Okay.
Happy Valentine's Day, by the way.
Thank you. You
Same
too.
to you.
You too.
Have fun.
Okay. See you later.
Have fun.
Okie dokie. Okay, let's see.
What do you want to show?
If you guys paid attention, I was having a conversation with a very older neighbor across the street. Notice how I had the conversation? I asked him about, where he was from and stuff. That's how I learned to socialize myself. But I can't remember his name. He remembers mine, but I can't remember the guy's name. Supreme. I usually fast from 1 to 2 a.m. Eastern, early afternoon every day. You mean 1 p.m. to 2? No, that doesn't make sense. 1 to 2 a.m. So 1 p.m. to 2 a.m. That doesn't make sense for me, to be man. It should be like, let's see, you need a long period after your sleep, the 8 hours of sleep, and then a long period after you wake up. A lot of them just want you to eat in the early evening time for a couple hours, like 6 to 9 or 10, and then fast all the way to 6 p.m. the next day. You jelly. Supreme, when I seen someone look good with a fedora, is an older gentleman that's already, yeah, I agree. Some of those older guys. Anime is solely catered for kids, though. Remo, anime doesn't ruin your life. People let anime ruin their life. Actually, Remo, you got to look at the type of person that's going to even watch that. And that kind of person's life is the type that's going to get their life ruined anyway. You got to think about what gravitates. What are they gravitating to? What is the person that's gravitating to that? Someone who's strongly centered in their maleness wouldn't even be interested in that. Okay? I can't watch the new anime anymore. It's just bitch assness. I like the old school stuff when it was, still masculine. Men were men, as Prince said. Let a man be a man. Don Alfonso, Supreme. May you please explain in detail about the energy that gets released during sex and its effects in a metaphysical level. Give me a minute. Let me see what else is on the board, because that's going to take a while. Panani, I listen to you as I be doing my work. Okay. RT, gentlemen. RT again. He's here. In the famous words of my least favorite wrestler, the champ is here. Okay, he's stroking himself. Remo, listen to how you have a conversation, getting the person's exactly life story. And I know you guys are sitting here. If I had more time, I would have actually, had him sit down and had Jovi make coffee and got to know him better. Because, our cat disappears. I know he's over there, so I know he's okay. But it's good to hear that he actually lays out on his porch. And the reason why is because Jovina's brother, he has one cat. He has three black cats. And the one named Bobo, of course. Think black now. If your brothers think of, black cat named Bobo. The other one is named Caesar, though. Anyways, that one beat him up when he was a little kid. They used to be buddies, and they would go everywhere, and wherever they went, Taz got shot. Someone shot him with a pellet gun, and the BB's still in his leg. They didn't recommend taking it out. Anyways, then I believe they got into a fight. Now whenever he comes around, he runs. And he was just a little tiny kid, and that cat was a grown cat. So now that he's full-sized, it's been inbred to him to have fear, unfortunately. So Bobo chased him away. Plus, he's descended from wild cats. It's his in nature to go build a little hut somewhere. And the guy, you heard he has a disease. He's older. He can't. His lawn is like this high. If this is the ground, it's like that high. And the backyard is worse. So I should invite him to breakfast, because he seemed like a really nice guy. He's got, ponytail, the hat, really skinny guy, and drives a truck. I would like for him to come over to have coffee with us so I get more of his life story. It sounds fascinating. Seeing all the changes in my town that he's seen. Just letting you know, when I listened to your past shows, girls reacted to me more when I wore a blazer and jeans. Exactly. Is this look still good for dance? Yeah. That look would never go out of style. Think of the guys with money. When you have money, it comes out in everything you do. So you dress more classier. You'll put on a blazer over the button down in your jeans and your dress shoes. It just looks classier. Now, you wearing that to a rap club? No. Just a nice shirt. And the same thing without the coat is enough right there. Jelly Supreme. I start fast 1 to 2 a.m. Why in the middle of the night? You're asleep. I don't get it. Break my fast early afternoon. Aren't you normally asleep already? So your fast really starts when you go to bed then. J. Henry, hey Supreme, do you know a good YouTube channel that teaches financial business? No, I don't. Sorry, Jay. And Remo, I occasionally watch anime. It doesn't bother me that much. I already said what I had to say about it. Z-Biz, thank you. He says, it's my gift that I was born with, to lead and to speak. It's powers that I have recently discovered, and I'm amazed about what I can do and not really use it yet. If you guys knew, any one of you could become one of the next gurus out there, teaching how to live your life, because that is within all of you. The seeds of greatness is within every last one of you guys listening to me. If you just develop yourself, if you start with just fucking Toastmasters, you will see what I'm talking about. The boy who loved another boy? Crime Time? That's not a boy. Hold on. Oh, fuck, it's an hour 28. I don't do long videos or movies, documentaries on subjects of gaiety and stuff. I have watched a few, but we're getting ready to go to lunch.
Sweater the day before, so I was all happy to wear it and stuff. Then mom drove me to school, gave her a kiss goodbye. Everyone was just hanging out like we usually do before the bell rang.
I skipped ahead. The reason why I'm looking to see if they're letting some kid cross-dress at a young age. Because that'll tell me how bad society's really gotten. So it must have been a shooting going on. The boy who loved another boy.
They brought me little flowers in a Dixie cup. Unless they've heard about the story.
I jumped too far ahead, fellas. You know, I'll say that for later. Okay, looks like no questions going on. Cool. Be right back.
Everyone knows where LA is. You tell someone, do you know where Oxnard is? Hardly anyone knows. Unless they've heard about the story.
Somebody was shot and killed. It must have been a transsexual with a crush on a normal boy, and he was rejected, so
It was a bad thing that happened. Horrible thing that happened. We all learned a lot about life through this.
real fat bestial girl.
I know people on the outside have learned a
Here's
lot
one of the problems
about
with
themselves.
kids being this obese. Because her self-esteem has got to be in the basement. I saw a video of a black kid fucking a girl like that. They were at school. Somebody videotaped it. And she was fat, and he was doing her, I think, in the butt or something. Because they were standing up. There's no way you, unless he had like 12 inches, to reach around that big butt in a standing position. She was just kind of bend over a little bit. Well, I guess you could get in there, but still, she was getting, used like that. Just for a moment of pleasure from a black kid. And black brothers, we got to stop doing bestial types. It's not doing them any good. But this kid, she's really overweight. And whoever parents are, they're probably heavy. And when I say bestial, I mean, that's like, strength, power, size. Like powerful, bestial, animalistic power. Because they normally have big calves and big legs and put a plow on them. They can plow the land. So this poor kid shouldn't be like that. Especially at her age, because she's going to grow up heavy. She's going to grow up being used and being teased, being looked at. Like right now, if she's an 8th grader, she should be put on a diet and taught to, to eat properly so that the habits are there for the rest of her life. in my family, my little brother and it must come from my dad's side of the family because my older brother didn't get it, but we went through our fat stages where we got really, really fat in between 6th and 7th grade. Then we shot up taller and we got thinner. And my little brother, he was 6'4", and I think it was 9th grade, and he was, he was over 300 pounds going into high school. Big, jolly guy. And then he got mono, and he got really skinny, and he shot up even taller.
What are you doing?
Nice outfit. Well, it's time for us to go to lunch, fellas. And by leaving the door open, a winter fly came in the goddamn house.
Yes.
Didn't think there were any flies out here in the wintertime, but I guess there are. Let me take care of the last few comments. RT, I got a good topic. Shit tests. What are some common shit tests women like to throw? He goes on, I have a topic. Shit tests. What are some what are some common and uncommon advanced shit tests that women throw out? And what would be proper response / counter? I didn't get a lot of shit tests. That's something you guys experience. You PUAs. Because you guys created the whole goddamn concept of shit tests. Because that's what women did to you. Or did to them. You gotta remember, RT, the PAs were created by Caucasian nerds. Okay? Go do your own research. Prove me wrong. Go look at the people that go to their workshops. Nerdy, geeky people. And the whole concept of shit test, these people couldn't even get to the point of being tested because it got immediate rejection. So they put out the idea that every woman's going to shit test you. And women can tell right away what type of man you are based on your awkwardness, your level of awkwardness, the way you move, and all that kind of shit. So if you're dealing with a normal dude, they will test you in little minor ways. What they do is they throw a fit. They start to act up a little bit. And to see if you'll put them back in their place. Because that's what they want. Okay, so let's say you got a chick to start fucking with you. And you're driving the car and she gets a little snippy. That would be considered a shit test. Basically, she needs her head tuned up again. Now, the best way to handle this is explain to her that you see what she's doing. And say, I'll give you that one. But that's not the way I play. Next one, we're done. That's how you handle shit tests. And then be man enough to walk the fuck away. Because your game shouldn't be a rocky road with a female testing your manhood. See, I've got enough manhood where they didn't do that shit. It's like a rarity. Also, dealing with grown women really don't have to do shit tests. So it's a good subject, but it's a good indicator of how strong and masculine you are. So obviously there's something going on in your game where women feel the need to test you. When a woman needs to test a man, it's to test him to see if he's man enough to handle her. So if you're getting shit tested, that means you've caused some type of concern within a female you're fucking with. You've displayed some form of weakness, some form of simping, some form of bitch ass, and some form of cupcaking. And she needs to test you. If that makes sense. Now, why didn't I get it? I believe it's because of the way I carried myself. I was always on point, which is hard to do until it becomes a permanent thing. Then it just changed your personality. I had to change my personality the time period I've been within this community. I'm not the same person I started as in this community. I'm a lot softer now. Years ago, I wouldn't even be talking to you right now. I would have blocked and banned you and cussed you the fuck out for being a black PUA. So I'm not the same person. So as I became that person I was, I changed from the person I was before that to a much harder type individual. And you've seen my written records of the way I talk to females. So that was me. Well, it's probably, if your stream is lagging, it's not lagging. Oh, wait a minute. It is. Let me see. What's this? Yep, it's in the red. Let's see what we got going on here. Nope. It just says I'm recording. So it's not on my end. It's probably your end. Yeah, I'm on cable network, so we're good. So just go back and rewatch this again. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? I think everything is a good indicator. Like the type of females that choose, that's a good indicator where you're at as looks wise. For example, if hot chicks don't choose up on you, that means you're not hot chick material. If, let's say you guys label hot chicks 9s and 10s, if 7s and 8s choose up, that's where you're at. If 6s and 5s and no 7s and 8s choose up on you, then that's where you're at. If chicks are testing you, then obviously, as I said earlier, there's some weakness going on. They feel the need to test. Because a woman needs to make sure that you're the man. That she could trust you to be a man. And you might have picked up some bitch assness from that PUA stuff. Okay. Subject done. Case closed. Jovina, you ready to go to lunch?
Yeah.
I'm out. You guys have a good Valentine's Day. Peace.